Hey there, welcome back to our introduction to EU4. Last time we created some armies, we created some navy, we spent all our money actually, so that was not good. But we are still gaining money, so that's not so bad. And I think this was it. We sent some diplomat, etc. As you can see here in the outline, you can see your current recruiting regiments and building ships queue. So it's always nice to see how long it takes for them to be created. And so now we have to do one more thing before we can unpass that we have to check, and that's trade. Trade is one of the possible incomes that you can gain. So let's see, if you go to the trade tab, you see that we make currently 6.5 ducats per month, and our next month we will earn 3.25, so we will lose a little bit. That's not so good. And here you can see on which trade notes you are collecting your money. So we are gaining some money from Sevilla, most of the money from Sevilla, and then from Safi we gain some money, and Tunis we gain some money. So let's see. I'm going to show you a little bit first the trade map mode. So to see which provinces are in which trade node, you can use the trade map mode. That's a E shortcut, and here you can see which provinces have influence in this trade node. As you can see, we own most of Sevilla, and that's why also we have most of its power. And so you can see, you can select on a trade node, and then you can see which countries are gaining some money from this trade node. So you can see almost 80% of the trade power is being retained, and 21% is pulled away. So you can see each trade node has some arrows coming in, some arrows coming out. These are trade routes, and they will transfer trade power to other trade nodes, and this is done by merchants. At the beginning, you start with 2 merchants. We have one merchant that is located in Safi, and we have one merchant that's located in Tunis. Usually I don't really spend too much time in trade, because I think it's a little bit tricky to balance and to get the maximum out of it. It's not really, I think it's not the funnest game mechanic in the game. It's a little bit complicated. I had to get the maximum out of it. So currently our merchants are situated in Safi and in Tunis. So let's see, it's Safi. We have Esteban de Mendoza, who is transferring trade power. You can also collect trade from trade. But it's not really useful to do this here. It's better than to send trade power to Sevilla, to upstream, so the trade power in Sevilla gets bigger. And so in Tunis we did the same. They're also transferring trade power. And to increase your trade power that you send to trade nodes via trade nodes, you can use the light ships, as I mentioned in the previous episodes. As you can see, I've selected the 5 flight ships. They are an army at their own, on their own, and they can protect trade. So, and here you can see where it's best to send them. You can see how much money you make now and how much money you will make in when you send when you protect the trade route. So this will give us about 90 ducats per month extra, and this will give us only 20 if we protect Sevilla. So I'm going to send them to Safi. And now we can unpause. I think, yeah, let's do this. Let's unpause and set it on speed 2 for now. So okay, we get our first event. So when a country has a diplomatic event with you, you get a pop-up, and it will also automatically pause the game. So we unpaused for 3 days. As you can see, we advanced 3 days. In time, we started at the 11th of November, and we're on the 14th, so the other people said accepted our alliance. That's very nice. So let's go back to the region map mode, and we have an alliance offer from Portugal, so that we can accept. And let's unpause. So while we're letting the timer go, it's something I want to mention also. Currently our balance is about 6.14. I think this is just increased because we are protecting trade route now, because we changed months. Every month, if you change something in the trade or in some other things, it's usually you will usually see the benefits from it next month. So we got a royal marriage offer from Portugal, so let's see. I think this is a good idea to accept. And so let's continue. So we have a lot of army maintenance at the moment. It's our biggest cost, and this is something that you have to take care of. I'm going to pause just for a second. Your army has morale. I'm not sure if you can see it here. Yeah, your morale. Currently the morale is at 100%. This is because we have army maintenance of 100%. We can lower this army maintenance to, let's say, to the lowest. Now their morale will be very low. So if we unpause, let's decrease the speed a little bit. The morale will be a maximum of 0.5. If the morale is that low, it's possible that the army will not move anymore. So this is important when you go to combat. For now it's okay because we're not at war with anybody, so our morale can be low and we can save money. But because our morale is, we lowered the army maintenance to the lowest, their morale will be dropping so low that they won't move anymore. So that's not a good idea. It's always good to keep your army mobile. So I usually set it around here, and so we save some money, but not go too low with morale. When we get at war, the morale won't be too low to recover when we increase the army maintenance, so your morale will be high enough again the fastest. Anyway, enough of morale, so let's continue the game. And our armies are being created. As you can see here, they are locked because their morale is too low. I can't move them. So I have to wait until their morale is high enough. As you can see, it's now. And so I'm going to put him here. Put him here, put him here. One more. And we will create a small army from this. So now we have 7 separate regiments. You can group them just by hitting G or with this button. And now you have one army. We currently have no leader for this army, also not for this army. So let's, and we have a pretty good leader actually. A pretty decent leader. So let's give this one a leader, and you can see by the star that he has a leader, that his army has a leader. So all our diplomats are back. So let's see if we can do something about Grenada. So we cannot issue an embargo here because we have a truce with them. What we can do, and sorry for that, in the meanwhile we can create some claims on these provinces. Because you can just attack without a claim, but it's always nice to have a claim on a province, that you have a kind of right for this province, and then you don't get so much aggressive expansion by claiming this land. It's important that your aggressive expansion don't get too high, because then other countries will feel threatened by you and they will start forming coalitions against you. So let's fabricate a claim on, let's take their capital, maybe, yeah. So Garnata. So now we send a diplomat to Granada, and he is starting to fabricate a claim. It's possible that he will be discovered, and then it gives you some, it gives them reason to attack you, but yeah, that's no problem. They're pretty weak. But at the moment they have alliance with Tunis, so maybe we should check if we can get an alliance with Tunis. Let's see. No, their opinion is -1000, so that's not okay. So let's issue an embargo on them. So Tunis is not a rival, but since they don't like us, we could make them into a rival. Not yet. Okay. Let's not. Let's revoke this embargo because it's costing us maybe too much. All right. Also, one more thing that we can do to don't pay too much money. So you can see this fleet is in the port. It's not doing nothing. So we can mothball this fleet. This will mean that it will drop in health to 25%, but it will cost you no money to maintain it. So currently we have 8.7. Not sure if it's, yeah, probably changed right away. So if you don't mothball it, you have 7.7, so it's about a ducat that we can gain per month. So it's not bad. Only downside is when you go to war, make sure that you stop mothballing your fleet right away before you attack, and a while before you take, because it needs some time to gain 100% again. And you don't want to lose your heavy ships because they're very expensive. As you can see, this one is still building. It's about 2 years to build, so that's a bit. So I think we're going to offer an alliance to Navarra, and probably will offer a vassalization. So let's to vassalize them, we need an opinion of 190. So they offered us a royal marriage. Okay, no problem. So now their opinion is about 114. So let's improve our opinion when our diplomat is back. Why can't we? Okay. So now we have to wait until it's 190. So Aragon is slowly falling in love with us. So let's see if we can offer an alliance. No, not yet. Let's just keep the opinion positive, and maybe they will change their mind. So yeah, we have one more. We created one. I think I know three light ships. So let's select them. We don't have no. Anyway, okay, let's do it by this one by one. So we can now send them also to protect trade power. Also to Safi. So now we send them one by one to join the others. As you can see here, we have 4 fleets now that are doing trade, protecting trade power. They will, yeah, as you can see, they will group up automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. And let's see, how is this going? Okay, we have currently 75, so we need 25 more. I still need to send a diplomat here. Okay, I'll do this when the claim is created on Granat. So during the game you will get some random events, as you can see here, and they will give you bonuses. Sometimes they give you choices, but as you can see here, these are just random events. And Aragon opinion of Castile changed by 30 because we have found common ground with one of our neighbors in the fact that we share the same fate. Our relations has improved, and this can only be good for the future. So, because we are both Catholic, Aragon and Castile, they no longer see us. Okay, they still see us as a rival. That's too bad. But we gain some positive opinion, so that's nice. So as you can see, we have plus 30 improved relations, but this will decline yearly, so it's not forever, so it's for 15 years. So we have to take advantage of it as soon as possible, before it's completely gone. So, oh, one more thing that's new in this latest expansion pack. It's that you can also model forts. So, as you can see, we have a fort in Castilla la Vella. Let's pause a little bit. And this fort is costing us a ducat per month as maintenance. So we can save more money by mothballing the fort. But the fort, they protect the provinces around them, so that they don't, when the army captures them and the army moves away, the fort will automatically recapture it. You don't have to send an army to this province. So let's, since we're not at war, let's modball this fort. And I think we also have one here, so let's modball this one. We just have to remember that we have to turn them on when they go to war. So our claim is being created on Granada of Grenada. And as you can see now, we have a claim on, so Granada is a claim and we have a claim. So now we can attack them and our truce is over. As you can see here, truce will expire 1448 in 2 years. And then we can attack them saying we claim this land, this is ours, and they can't, this will give us not so much negative influence for other countries. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, we have now one diplomat free, so let's send them to the Papal State to improve relations and to finish our mission. So to finish it, we need an opinion of 100. So how is Aragon doing? Why you hate us, man? Why you hate us? We should be friends. So yeah, now we have to wait a bit. I can explain you something about army movement in the meanwhile. So as you you can just move your armies to other provinces, but one thing that you have to take notice of is first, for example, if you see here, if you go from Toledo to La Mancha, we will cross a river. You can see it under the train tribe. I think I mentioned this before in the first episode, the introduction episode. Crossing rivers is not so good for when you're attacking, because it will give you a negative to the rolls. So yeah, important to always check if you go here what we will you cross the river. If you're going to highlands, but I don't think there are highlands here. So yeah, here the terrain is mountains. So if you're a defender here, it's a good place to defend, because this gives you also a negative on the attacks. One other thing to take a look at is if you select a province, you can see the supply limit. So this province can handle 18 regiments. If you go to this province with 90 regiments, you will start losing people. Not like you lose 1,000 right away, it's just you will lose some people every tick. You will refill it if you have manpower, but it's best that you don't lose people to something silly as maximum supply limit. So because we are going to attack Granada in a year, I'm going to start moving my army to this place. And so supply limit is, let's move them to Sevilla. So as you can see here, the supply limit is I think 20, 22, and now we have a skull here. That's a sign that you are losing some people. And that's, if you look at the, I think maybe it's already recovered. So now, and probably if you pass by it, you just move so fast away from it that you won't lose any people. So now our diplomat has reached 100 maximum approved relations with Aragon. This means that it won't go any higher, but you can recall your... God damn it. Our military leader is already dead before he could do something. That's too bad. So you can recall the diplomat, but then the opinion will drop slowly. So this improved relations will drop slowly. I'm currently going to recall it, because we are in the future we will raise it again. So our leader, that was leader of this small army, he died. Don't know why, but because he was just sitting there. Anyway, he died. So we are leaderless, and we can hire one leader without upkeep. I think, yes. So to select a leader, it's always good to look at your... Whoa. Oh no, it's not mine. At your current king and your heir. So your heir is 000, so it's really bad. It's even worse than a 112 king. Because if you looked at Aragon, they have 433, which is a lot better than our 000. Because these skill give you extra power points each month. So yeah, we are pretty screwed, but we have a solution for it. If you want to get your leader killed very fast, your heir or your king killed very fast, you can make them leaders from armies. So our heir will take our heir because it's 000. And now he's a leader in the armies. And I think we can because our heir is general, we can still get one leader without upkeep, so we can have one if you have more leaders, you will pay military power each month for maintaining this leader. So we're going to buy this 141. That's not bad, but yeah, it will do. And so let's unpause. I still didn't. Why is that? Probably because it's capital, it's not showing red. So yeah, now we have to wait until February. So our relations with Portugal, it's okay. With Morocco, could offer them an alliance. It's maybe not a bad idea. So now we have, I think, 4 alliances, that you can see here. So if you look at your own country at the diplomacy page, then you can see how many diplomatic relations you have. You can have maximum of 4. If you have more, then you will lose something, but I'm not sure what. Anyway, this is enough for this episode. We just finished our mission, so it's perfect. Next episode we will select a new mission, and we will hopefully start a war with Grenada. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.